Good evening, Texas bikers and bikers all across the nation. This is Texas Biker Radio, and we haven't added a number to this one. We're testing again. Again. uh, hey, look what, while OG and I were gone to Vegas, we talked about a lot of things. And let me dump that because I'm hearing myself. Anyway, we've talked about a lot of things, and we're going to change some of the format of what it is we're doing. One thing is, we're as the election gets closer and closer, we're going to be more than one time a week. Oh yeah. So we'll probably be on at minimum every other day. And okay, let me. I hear you. I hear what you're saying, Vern. I hear what you're saying. Hey, what you're seeing in the picture up there, what you're seeing in the picture is some of the protests that are going on around the nation. I think that one, I'm pointing at the wrong side there. I think that one is in Dallas, and my hometown. And when you sit down and analyze this stuff, we're going to have plenty to say over the coming weeks. OG and I are. And what you see in these pictures is a couple hundred people, maybe a couple hundred people. And so there you go. Maybe a couple hundred people. And this is all around the nation. You don't see thousands out there marching. You see a couple of hundred. And what you see also is a bunch of white kids leading black kids around by the nose. And that's just my opinion. And they're hoping to encourage them. Well, they are encouraging them, hoping that they'll do something violent, or that maybe they'll do some looting, or maybe some of that stuff. But right now, some of the protests have calmed down. They've calmed down because it's doing damage to their party, and so they after they're done with all this protesting, if somehow Joe Biden wins, they're going to have a big wake up, because they really believe they're in charge, and they're going to have a rude awakening when you look out there and study what other socialist, communist type governments have done in the past. Oh yeah, they're gonna turn on them immediately, because these people think they have power. They really do, and so we'll see going forward. Hey, look, when we got home from Vegas, and let me say one thing. I didn't gamble 1 minute while I was out there. That's a first. But we were in a hurry. We went, we picked it up, the stuff we're supposed to get, and we hauled ass back home. And so, anyway, look what I got in the mail. That is a request if you plan to vote by mail. Hell no. But you know what? This is unsolicited. I didn't ask for this. And it's in my view, the post office is in on the fix. They're in on it. They shouldn't be sending out this kind of stuff. They shouldn't be sending it out. COVID, no COVID, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. But, hey, yeah, Ghost Eagle, I understand that Americans are getting pissed about how the country is going. But you have to look. You have to look. For the first time in my lifetime, we've had a president that actually is working for us instead of their party, instead of enriching themselves like we've seen them do my whole lifetime. But what we see going on is people on the left have been trying to undermine him for the whole time he's been in office, since the day he took office. Yeah. So they've been trying to undermine him this whole time. Just think what could have happened if they would have been working with him. And just think right now, we have people out there that need money, and Nancy Pelosi's not good. You know, she sees all this chaos as just fine. They see Americans that are out there suffering, hey, that's just fine. Maybe they'll blame Trump. But you know what? It's not him. It's not him. It's them. The Nancy Pelosi types and Chuck Schumer types. And you know what? They're talking now about term limits for the Supreme Court. Listen to this, guys. Why stop there? Why not term limits for everybody? Hey, and I got a better idea. Let's make it retroactive. Let's make it retroactive and get rid of those bastards now. That's the way I see it. If you're going to term limit the Supreme Court members, hey, let's term limit everybody. The president only gets 2 terms. Why shouldn't it be that way for congressmen and senators? Why not? Get their asses out there and give somebody else a chance. But we can't have what we see going on around the country. We can't have it. We can't have it. So, but, you know, OG and I were watching the other night when we were in Vegas, the one night we spent there. We were watching this, what you're seeing up here on the screen. That's a guy called Watching with Wayne. So he's monitoring 20 protests, up to 20 protests at one time. Now that gets kind of confusing. It gets kind of confusing, I'm telling you. But generally what he does, he waits to and tries to wait and find someone that's got some real action going on, like the police kicking their asses. Oh yeah. But we've got a plan, something bold we may do, and I'm going to wait till OG's in here with me. And we've got a plan about this mail-in voting and all the fraud that's already happening. So, you know, that's how it comes. It's so important that you go and vote. Go to your polling place and vote there. Screw the COVID. You know, we have the people out there now saying, hey, those masks, they don't do you any good. They don't do you any good. Well, the people it does good for are the people that are sick. In other words, the people that are sick should put on a mask so that way they're not spreading it, harming anybody else. And also that way we would know, hey, who's sick? The guy's wearing a mask. Stay away from him. Stay away from him. So that's what I think. That's what I think. I do need to turn that camera around. It's getting a side view of me. My caved-in side from my cancer. Hey, you guys, if you're gonna say any curse words on the live chat, misspell it, so that way it won't It won't block you. Yeah. That way it won't block you. So if you got a cuss, misspell it. Yeah, Ruth Gator. Oh, wait a minute. I get it wrong. Ruth Gator Ginsburg. Is it Gator or Bader? I like Gator better. How about you? Hey, the Lord's dealing with her now. Oh, yeah. You know, I did not. My flag out front is not at half-mast. It's not going to be. Not going to be. Not for her, not for Nancy Pelosi, not for Chuck Schumer, not for any of those bastards that have been selling us out, including Joe Biden, who's been selling us out for decades. Because, you know, I've told you before, I was in on that NAFTA battle. Yeah, I was in on it. We fought like hell against NAFTA. And all those bastards, including Democrats and Republicans, shoved that crap through. And we told them we're going to lose jobs. We told them what was going to happen. And I'll be damned if it didn't. I'll be damned if it didn't. Manufacturing was shipped out of the country. The first ones they hit were the textile industries out on the East Coast. Yep. I mean, man, what a deal. And now we got a president that's trying to get those manufacturing jobs back. You know what? More power to him. More power to him. We need 4 more years of that guy. We need 4 more years so he can finish the job. So he can finish the job. COVID, no COVID, whatever. You know, I would like to be able to turn all the rhetoric off, but I've got to listen to it. I got to listen to it so we can talk about it. I got to kind of know what's going on. That's about like the term limit thing. But you know, Trump is battling the media. He's battling the left-wing nuts. He's battling the left-wing politicians. And, you know, it's an all-out assault on President Trump. And it's an all-out assault on us. On us. That's what it is. You know, we're going to have some things to say because, you know, as bikers, we know all about false narratives. We know all about crooked courts. And yeah, we know all about the crooked FBI. You know, and there's some law enforcement out there here in Texas. If you look around and see what's going on, we're going to be talking about this. What this governor's doing now here. He's all these people that are out there protesting, that are wanting the police departments to be defunded. Let me tell you, it's going to be another law enforcement entity that replaces them, and they're going to be on steroids. You know, already they're talking about, you know, using our upcoming legislature to make new laws and make some stiff penalties for all this rioting and all this crap that's going on. Oh, yeah. So we're going to see. But, man, and we will be on tomorrow, and we'll be on Tuesday, and like I said, we're going to be on multiple times a week now. It may not be hour-long shows. It may be something about the news of the day, some events are happening, some comments we want to make. We're going to be back on more, and we'll post the show times. We'll try and get them out there early so you can join us. And at the same time, we're going to have some fun. Yeah. You know, politics will drive you nuts. Will drive you nuts. So you got to make some of this fun. And I can tell you right now, if you're not watching the president on Right Side Broadcasting, or one of the pop-up news organizations that's following the president around to give you the whole truth, because I don't need CNN telling me what I just saw. I don't need Fox News telling me what I just saw. I can hear it for myself, and I can make my own mind up to what was just said. Just said. So we're going to change things around a little bit. Like I said, we've got something bold coming. We're having our lawyers look at it right now, because I brought it up to OG over the weekend. You know, I had an idea, and you know, I think we're going to throw it out there. So stay tuned. This is going to be interesting if we get the okay to go with it. And you know, I started pitching this around to our political consultant, and he said, "Wow, man," he said, "nobody's really thought of that." So we'll be making an announcement about it, whether we're going to do it or how we're going to do it or whatever. And we'll let you know what it is, so you can. So you might want to participate if you're from some outside states, out of Texas. And you guys up there in the battleground states, man, we need to be working our asses off. We really do. We really do. And, you know, you guys, the ones that commented a minute ago, where they look, if Biden wins, we're going to lose our country. You know what? That's so damn true. Because I heard somebody on Fox News the other day, and he said, well, I believe some of the Republicans aren't jumping on board because they want to run for office in 2024 after Biden and crew screw up the country. Here's the reason I think that's wrong. Here's the reason. Is because what they're going to do is they're going to flood the country with illegal aliens, ensuring themselves of being reelected again and again and again. They're going to create a one-party system. We can't afford to lose this election. We can't afford to. We can't think that somebody's going to come along in 2024 and straighten out all the mess that Biden and crew created. We can't afford to wait on that. That is not a good hope. And that is not a good strategy. The good strategy is we've got to win it now. We've got to win it this election cycle. And you know what? We've got to make them pay. And what I mean by that, we've got to get the House and the Senate and the presidency. We've got to get it all. That's how we make them pay. And we make them pay big time. Make them pay big time. And that's where the northern states come in. That's where they come in. And hopefully everybody's up for the task. We can't let these punks, these 200 or 300 people that are in all these cities, 200 or 300 in each city, that are running around the streets, causing all the hell, setting all the fires, smashing out all the windows, and you know, and just being nasty little son of a bitches. And so, you know, hey, it's our job to turn this crap around. It's our job to teach them a lesson. That's what's going to happen. We've got to teach them a lesson that this shit doesn't work. Those kids think they're revolutionaries. They are not revolutionaries. And OG, we'll be talking about here in the coming days about mob rules. We know all about that. We know all about that. And right now, they're letting them have their so-called peaceful protests. Peaceful protests. They think they're getting away with something. They're not. Because I promise you, here in Texas, they're being watched. They're being filmed. They're going to take care. This governor who believes in gang databases and all that stuff, I promise you, all these people are going into a database. And they're going to know who they are. And these white kids and these white rich people are going to lead these black people to ruin. It's what they're going to do. It's what they're going to do. Hopefully we can point that out along the way that, hey, they're being had. They're being had. So, want you guys to join us each and every time. You know, hey, look, we don't know what YouTube's going to do. We know that they're doing all kinds of stuff to conservative groups. I guess they may consider us conservatives, but, you know, hey, we're all about the Constitution. And the Constitution is in great peril. We'll see what they do. We'll see if they start censoring us, or whether they may jack with our webpage, or our YouTube channel. They may jack with it. They got the power to do that. They do right now. But if we get President Trump elected, I promise you, we will be beating down the doors in D.C. to do something about these people that are censoring free speech. That includes YouTube, that includes Facebook, that includes Twitter, especially Twitter. You know, all these different tech companies. All of them. So, you know, hey, if you're interested, you can go to Watching with Wayne on YouTube and watch some of those riots. Actually, after you watch so much of them, they get boring. I mean, you know, man, you give a white woman, or even a black woman, you give any of them a bullhorn, and they go crazy. Just go absolutely nuts. And so, you know, they're out there leading all these people around by the nose, and it's incredible. Hey, look, the police got more patience than I do. And I promise you, the police have more patience than any biker club does. There's no way they would put up with the kind of shit that's going on out there. And I know it, since I said that, that'll probably put us in another category where children can't watch. But I mean, hey, kids say that every day. You seen the movies they watch? Those pieces of junk? Just saying, everybody. Just saying. Hey, look, I think this was the sound all right, you guys, or is it echoey? How's it going? I don't hear it. Can anybody tell me? It'll take a few seconds for that to pop up on my screen. Another 30-day ban on Facebook. Oh, crap. Brain damage. Okay, thank you, Jerry. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I think I may have all that worked out. It's weird as heck, guys. You ought to see what I had to do. But what we can do now with this thing, let me show you here. What we can do is I can go. Oops. Nope, that may not be it.
Percy down
Yeah, that added the sound to
Jay says, "Watch what win. What's
the
the difference between bringing a gun to a
screen.
protest
That could
rally
be
and
guns.
being
That could be guns.
to a per? I guess I don't know. So to
Yeah, it's
don't
kind of
know.
interesting.
Go
Yeah,
back
bring
to
back to
Rochester.
Facebook jail.
Let's see what's going on in Rochester before we do that. Rochester. I guess we could go back to Rochester. And let me see what's. Let me see if one of those rod. I just don't like the up and down vertical.
Yeah, that's
Very
Wayne talking.
clear on the rules. Keep it family friendly. Yes. Come on, guys. Reach over, hit that thumbs up button. I'm gonna see if one of these Rochester ones.
Now, what Wayne does, he spends his whole show begging for people to hit the like button and all that stuff. I mean, we can do that too, but you know, we would like for you to subscribe and hit the like button and do all that stuff. But I'm not going to do the whole show asking you to do that. That's kind of, I don't know. I didn't like him doing it, so why would anybody like me doing it? I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it was weird to me. It's weird to me. So you guys, we haven't been banned from Facebook yet. You know, and I'm all the time saying stuff. That's like this post office BS. To me, this is taking part in voter fraud. It's what it is. It's what it is. It's crazy. So anyway, uh, you guys, I'll probably be back on tomorrow afternoon again, and then we'll probably be doing our regular broadcast on Tuesday with OG in the studio, and I may try and get him here tomorrow. He doesn't live that far away now. No, no. So anyway, hey, you guys, have a great evening. And ride safe, everybody. Ride safe. If you don't have a motorcycle, buy one. We'll be talking about this week. Bye bye.